Hi, my name is Manik Siri. I'm the founder and CEO of Therma. We're building the world's first smart cold chain. Thanks so much for listening. The cold chain, or the refrigeration supply chain, is vital, and yet most of us have never heard of it. The cold chain is a critical infrastructure layer that moves $1 trillion worth of product around the world, including food and pharmaceuticals, some of the most important goods for delivering human health. And yet, the cold chain is growing at the cost of the planet's health. The cold chain is responsible for emissions across multiple areas. First and most importantly, there's a huge amount of product wasted and spoiled across the cold chain that's preventable, accounting for around 4% of emissions. The cold chain also uses a huge amount of energy, and that's a big driver of emissions as well, around 4% in total, because refrigeration is everywhere. And then the refrigerants, the chemicals that go into cooling, also leak and can be a significant driver of warming because they're ultra heating, much more significant than CO2 on a molecular basis, up to 11,000 times more warming. And so the cold chain is a big problem when we think about the climate crisis. In addition, this refrigeration supply chain creates a huge opportunity because there's so much inefficiency and because so many compounds move through the cold chain. And the cold chain today, the refrigeration ecosystem is largely dumb. That leaves a huge opportunity for improvement. Billions of dollars worth of product are wasted every year, and a huge percent of electricity goes into this supply chain. At Therma, our mission is to build the world's first smart cold chain to protect our health and the planet's health, and in doing so, to provide access to fresh and sustainable food. Therma consists of a smart IoT-enabled monitoring solution that has embedded sensors and web and mobile applications to visualize alerts and notifications. Our ability to monitor refrigeration makes it possible to catch spoilage and waste events early and often, preventing spoilage, equipment failure, and reducing labor costs. The major differentiators of Therma are that it's reliable. It works wirelessly and reliably, unlike previous Wi-Fi and Bluetooth-based sensor systems. It's also very simple. It's a self-install in under 10 minutes, and it's very lightweight and affordable. There's no upfront cost and a pure monitoring and subscription fee as a result. Our customers are seeing significant return on investment. A typical food service location sees close to $15,000 a year in ROI across product spoilage prevention, labor savings, and equipment downtime prevention. And this is just the beginning. We're taking our monitoring product and building controls layers on top of it, and ultimately going to enable kilowattage and capacity that we control around the refrigeration layer to be sold or monetized through grid flexibility. So monitoring, optimizing, and transacting on refrigeration is how we'll build a smart cold chain. Right now, we're monetizing off a monitoring fee, and we have a subscription-based system. We charge $10 a month per sensor, which leads to an average revenue per unit of around $500. We're adding optimization, and as we do, we're starting to upsell an analytics product. And eventually, when we network and transact, we can monetize that per location as well. I'm excited to say that Therma is deployed in many locations around the world. We have close to 8,500 sensors deployed. We're doing around 1.5 million of annual recurring revenue with some of the leading brands in food and hospitality, including McDonald's, 7-Eleven, Now Foods, and others. Customers love us and continue to say great things about the savings and the efficiency that we create for their operations. Our team consists of experienced executives from technology, entrepreneurship, and engineering. We've worked together for a number of years, going on 5 years, and we've built successful companies and sold them in the past as well. We're thrilled to come together to build Therma today. We're currently raising a Series A, targeting a $15 million raise, of which 40% is soft circled. We're excited to build out the team across engineering, data science, product and design, and of course, sales and marketing. So we've got a lot of hiring ahead of us as we scale and try and get from 10,000 sensors to 100,000 in the world. And we're continuing to look for partners across any area of operations, whether potential partner as an investor, folks that might want to join our team, or that know folks that are interested, or just people that look to celebrate clean cooling. Thanks so much for listening in. Appreciate your time and look forward to chatting further.